Now that the OneSKY project has been elevated to a project of concern with defence, what does that mean to Airservices?
It means that working with our defence partners is that the remedy for the project of concern is to get into contract by year's end.
So does that mean that Airservices has a responsible minister, Mr Chester, and now has and another two ministers are involved in oversighting the project of concern?
That's correct, Senator.
So are they having discussions with Airservices?
Yes, I was involved in a discussion with the three ministers, I think in September, if I remember correctly, with not only the supplier but also with Airservices.
So
and there's reporting requirements back to the ministers, etc.
Okay, so Defence is the junior partner, you're the senior partner, and you're a standalone entity away from your minister, as we've been told here a number of times, with your own board and CEO. So how does the project of concern in defence impose obligations on Airservices? Because
good question,
previous
Senator,
advice is that the minister can only, it's a standalone entity from the ministers. So how does the minor, it's a wrong word, how does the defence as a partner elevating OneSKY to a project of concern, triggering three ministers' attention, how does that affect you? Do you just tell them all to bugger off?
No, Senator. We obviously take it seriously, and we work with Defence to actually resolve the issues that have caused them to put it into a project of concern.
So is Defence's action in elevating it to a project of concern, has that been driven by the fact that they couldn't get a satisfactory deal with you?
No, Senator. It was more to do with where we had got to the negotiations with price and trying to get this into contract.
Well, we know it's an absolute fable. We ended up with one preferred contractor at a price deemed not to be value for money. I just love telling people that because it's like the most extraordinary fairy tale you could ever concoct.
And that's
if you end up at the end of a competitive tender with only one left standing, the only problem is they're deemed not to be value for money.
Senator, we haven't signed a contract yet, so we can't actually declare whether it's value for money or not, and it's the reason why we haven't actually signed the contract, because that's the reason why we've continued to negotiate until it actually gets value for money.
Yes. So, Defence...
There's nowhere else to go.
Defence is the
evidence we've had is there's nowhere else to go in the world, that these are the only people on the criteria that was set, particularly with the fourth round of assessment. They were the only ones left standing because no one else qualified. So I got to imagine, anyway, I've expressed myself before on this. It's too late at night for me to start again.